Hello Mechwarriors. Today I'm doing a review of the UrbanMech UM-IIC, and this is the M, or like what I like to refer to as the GATBOT. Like seen in the movie Men in Black 2, GATBOT has 12 machine guns. It also has 2 beam lasers, unlike the one that was in Men in Black 2. So what makes this thing really special is the UrbanMech is really wonderful in the fact that it's basically the size of a trash can compared to some of the other battle mechs in the game, but it doesn't feel like a piece of trash. It's essentially what happens when you take a Atlas and crush it down into a beer can, or a keg if you will, and give it a whole bunch of guns. And in this case, it's got a lot of them. 12 machine guns, specifically light machine guns on this build. And it has 2 beam lasers, which are great for suppressing fire, pushing people back into their foxholes, or just generally stripping armor away 1 second at a time in a constant burst, which basically is absolutely punishing. Forget the Gen A with its constant ability to fire out weapons. This has beam lasers, and it doesn't have 1, it has 2. And at a range of optimum, that is, of 666 meters, and a maximum range of 900 and some change, which is really kind of irrelevant in my book, it really does strip armor away, and you'll see in the match coming up at Solaris City. But I wanted to give you a brief cursory of this mech. First of all, if you're not familiar with UrbanMechs, and chances are you are, this thing can move its entire upper torso 360 degrees, like the GATBOT from Men in Black 2. It can turn around on itself. You can actually be chased by somebody and then turn around and start firing at them. So you're not really showing your backside as much as you are showing them that you're willing to fight, even if you're running away. And this doesn't run from a lot of fights, honestly. Most people will see this and go, oh geez, it's an UrbanMech and I should probably be wary, because it could be one of several different UrbanMechs. And I went with this paint scheme specifically because I wanted it to look like GATBOT from the movie. I've always loved that thing. I just thought it was just absolutely dope. This doesn't have 6 legs. It has 2 legs. It doesn't run exceptionally fast. And if the GATBOT was in this picture here, it wouldn't be very big at all. Probably about the size of a toenail on this mech. So this definitely handles its own in the battlefield. It has absolutely earned the right to be feared. Here we find ourselves up in the mech lab, and as you can see, as promised, it has 12 light machine guns, and it has 2 beam lasers, 7 double heat sinks, and we're running the Clan 90, which, as you can see, is the biggest engine you can go on this thing. So it's not going to go any faster, and it's a good thing because there isn't any more tonnage anyways. I am rocking full armor, but what's interesting about this build is even if you reduce the armor in the rear all the way down to the lowest point is still 37 on each one of the torsos, which is still pretty stellar by any standard. I think when I got the Dragon Flame, it didn't even come with this amount of armor in the rear. It might have, but I don't remember. So it's got 62 armor on each one of the arms, 71 on each one of the legs, 86 in the front, 59 in the head. That's a lot, but it's part of it is because the head is pretty much the entire upper torso. And then it also has the 71 in each one of the torsos. So that makes this thing pretty versatile. As far as ammo to feed these 12 machine guns, I went with 2.5 tons of ammo. Now, if you don't mind sacrificing 2 of these machine guns, you know, the firepower, you can probably get another half a ton on here, but I think honestly, skilled up, each ton of this is going to give you 3,700 shots. So 2.5 tons is probably going to hold out for a pretty good amount of time, especially if you're sparing on it and you want to just take advantage of it. The big deal about this build also is the range. So you're getting an optimum range of 398, almost 400 meters optimum range on these machine guns. And then the beams optimum range is 666. So in that 370, 380 meter range, you have optimum firepower, and that optimum firepower does come with a price. The heat management is not really stellar. It's a heat management of 1.29, but the firepower is rated at 106, and that's over a course of time, but essentially it's pretty accurate. The speed on this mech is not anything to get excited about. It's 52.2. There is no jump jets, but if you do notice, we are running full armor. We're not sacrificing a penny here. Now, if you want to run this with something other than light machine guns and beam lasers, go ahead. You have an ammo capacity quirks on here for the Proto 2s, the Proto 5s, and the Proto 2s, the Proto 4s, and the Proto 8s. But as far as anything else that's really going to benefit this, as far as quirks for ammo or armor, you're going to get base armor improvements for the entire full body of 30%, but you're not going to see any quirks for the weapons otherwise. You do get a heat dissipation of 15%. I always seem to forget that. And then I put 2 consumables on for cool shots and then 1 for an artillery strike. The artillery strike is basically if you can see them and they go to cover, maybe you drop an artillery strike there and you're continuing to do damage after they've gone to cover. The big thing I've found with the beam lasers is they're great for suppressing movements. I had a match at Terra Therma and we were in Fox... Where were we? Oh, we were in Echo 6 and they were coming out of Fox 6, Fox 7 up the top of the hill there. And every time somebody would poke out, I would hit them with the beams and it would put them into cover. And while keeping them interested in us, our team, the rest of our team, went around the backside at Echo 5 and then to the backside of Fox 5. And we were able to hit them from 2 angles. So by keeping them focused on me and suppressed a little bit, we were able to hold out until the main body of our team took over. And that's what the beam lasers do really well. Is it suppressive fire? It prevents people from wanting to go out in front because these are going to continuously fire. And with other fire on the battlefield, it's going to really make it a game changer. So that's what the real big deal about the beam lasers are. And that heat dissipation feature here is going to make a big difference as well. What else can I say about this thing? Well, let's go to the skills tree and we can talk about it. With the skills tree, there was no benefit really of the cooldown because none of these weapons really take advantage of it. I did go with range to get some little bit better range on it because I kind of ran out of ideas. Heat generation, absolutely a must. Extra ammo capacity, absolutely necessity. Survival, I went all out on everything here. So skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, and overheat damage protection, because I'm going to go into overheat a few times here and there. And it's always a good idea to have that extra protection so you're not cooking yourself and destroying your armor from internally. Kinetic burst and speed tweak, it's really a must. I think this thing is like 48.1 or something at factory speed, and it's just really slow. 52 is already slow, especially for a light mech. But cool run and heat containment, essentially this gives you a little bit more threshold, a little bit heat, higher speak spot for heat. And then seismic sensor, really a must for this. You got to pay attention to your mini map. Your mini map's going to save your life more often than it's not. And then, as I mentioned, I went with 2 cool shots on a UAV. I would have liked to have had this extra one on here so it would speeds up the cooldown for the next cool shot. But I needed it everywhere else. I wanted my speed tweak. I wanted overheat damage protection. I guess I could have sacrificed it from range, but I really wanted to get as much range as I could so I could reach out and touch people at a better range. Basically, how I run the weapons is pretty simple. Buttons 1 and 2 give me the beams. Button 3 is all those beautiful, wonderful machine guns. And they really are. I mean, Jesus. I put this up against an adder any day of the week and twice on Sunday, and I've killed a few of them. An adder's got 1 laser, and it's not even enough slots to give you 1 beam laser. It would have been nice if they did that, if they put 2 slots for the beam laser. And generally, 2 slots seems to be kind of an inner spear thing anyway. But yeah, this UrbanMech is absolutely a dream to drive, and I hope you like the match at Solaris coming up. And it is so much fun to drive. I call this thing my little money maker, because that's really what it does. It's just a cha-ching magnet, honestly.
A few behind me and G6. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal. Override engaged.
Override, yeah, baby.
Base is being captured.
That didn't take long. I am a light mech, however, I am really slow.
New target acquired. Base is being captured. Artillery strike activated. New target acquired.
I just dropped an already under goal.
25% captured. Base is being captured. Heat level critical.
Delta 4 has a stupid amount of mechs in it.
Base is being captured. New target acquired. Red person critical. Base is being captured.
Target spotted.
Base is being captured.
My name's back here.
Machine gun ammo at 25%. Base is being captured. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, ho, ho. Top damage I've done yet in this thing.
Target spotted.
Torso critical damage. Left torso destroyed. Arm destroyed. LRM destroyed. Small pulse laser destroyed. AMS ammo destroyed. Medium pulse laser destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. Warning incoming missile. Target acquired. Warning incoming missile. Right torso critical damage. Introducing critical damage.
Need assistance.
Warning incoming missile.
Nice try. It's tough dealing with those little piece of shit light mechs.
What's your driving one? Then they're not a piece of shit.
Center torso critical damage.
Boy, see how fast that guy disconnected? His mech wasn't even down and he was already disconnected. He rage quit. I did 12 team damage, suicide, and 925 damage. 1 solo kill, 2 KMDDs. I had top team damage and top match damage. And an urban mech of all things.